And welcome everybody once again to your moderately tolerated show, Written Wednesday. Hi, Sush. Yes, welcome to the Sush 2 hours, where we just talk to Sush endlessly, forever, about object permanence, wedding dancing, and D&D. So, I recently did a little bit of work on the novel during the week before the stream, and I'm rather happy with that, and it dawned on me that eventually we're going to be switching the focus back to the actual main characters of this book, and... oh, okay. Meg has just been blown away by the light and intensity of Sush's hello. Just the emphatic hello. Why am I here? But it dawned on me, we're eventually going to be meeting the main characters of the book, who have appeared multiple times in the parts of the book I wrote before I started streaming writing the book. So, technically, in all these episodes, in all these streams, no one has really even seen the main characters yet. Because I've been focusing with Act 3 to want to try and flesh out the bad guys and the humans here. Because one thing I always see in like big alien group settings when humans are present, they're usually portrayed as space orcs, and they're kind of idiots, or just there to be slapped around to show how much more intelligent the aliens are. And I'm trying to do the opposite there and show that humans are competent, and trying to show what they do well with our sense of practicality. Sush, I don't even remember what the book is about, to be honest. Potatoes. It is about potatoes and noodles. Angry space noodles. I was kind of wondering about that too. Who are the characters and what is the premise of the story? Oh, I'm going to take a drink real quick and I'll enlighten everybody. Space potatoes make me become excited. Excuse me. Alright. I know what Caleb writes about. Oh, do please enlighten me. This ought to be good. I talked to him enough on Discord to know that... oh no. She's hacked the Matrix. Go ahead, chug. I am the original steam engine. Comet, forget that. It's the coiler. The book is about Caleb thinking. Okay, Sush, you are being exfiltrated. We are taking you into Dumb Noodle Jail, and that is where you will spend the rest of your days. The rest of your days. Oh no, I'm turning very Swedish. No. First of all, I can't stand that. Like, it's a good show for little girls. I don't get what the big craze was for big, sweaty, hairy men to be into it. It's not right in my book. But that's just me. Anyway, the book is set in a near-utopian society in the far-flung... we just lost Caleb. No, I'm here. I'm still talking. You can tell I'm still here because instead of writing, I'm addressing the chat directly, endlessly. Now, as for the book, it is set in a near-utopian society in the far-flung future where humanity has made contact with an excuse me. Guess what I get for tricking. With an empire that spans the width of 3 galaxies. It embodies a lot of our values, so we became a core member of it. We're not a core member, not like a founding member, but we're a decent member of it, a participating member. But we are but one faction, one piece of a much greater pan-galactic community. We're no greater than anybody else, we're no worse than anybody else. And the book focuses mostly on this human captain aboard one of the starships in the navy of this big empire rather than humanity itself. And he has just suffered the absolute worst incident of his life. A mission went completely... Wait, what's this? It's not right. Seuss, you got some problems. Actually, no. No, you know what? I'm going to let that one there. I approve this message. And I can't deny that I am quite the furry individual. But he has suffered the worst incident of his life. Most of his childhood friends, his dream position, has just gone down the tubes and are either dead or gruesomely destroyed. And in the height of this sadness, he is immediately called back into action and given command of a new starship, which they call stellar vehicles, because being an alien empire, they find our weird nautical terminology to be off-putting, if not just a weird slang choice in general. And the book follows him within this task group, and often will focus on other members of the task group, dealing with various patrols to keep this empire safe, where they explore, discover new things, deal with local problems, and uncover some certain relics that are lost within the territory here, because as you can imagine, 3 galaxies is quite a lot to explore, and not all of it is charted out. And with any society that is to be utopian in nature, one must have the freedom not to participate. So there are unaligned sections within the overall border of the UCASC itself, and the UCASC itself is only one piece sitting at this large wheel of galactic, or not galactic, universal powers. And the story just kind of explores the universe from there, while going on little Johnson adventures to keep the peace, discover new things, and deal with problems and situations as they happen. And that's probably the worst pitch I could have gave it, but that's my pitch and I'm sticking to it. Oh yeah, I remember this. And Seuss says, what do you mean I have problems? What do you mean you don't agree with me? Do you have any idea who you're dealing with? The Renhoek. The Renhoek Award for the stream goes to Seuss. Now I'm just going to continue abusing Coke Zero and build up my energy here to want to tackle this and see how much writing I can actually get done this time. Now, I'm going to need to open one of my reference images. There we go, a thing. The wonderfully named file. Open with MS Paint, the tool of professionals. There we go. Transparent selection. And just do-ba-doo boop boo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Alright, now we got the map. I don't know why I come back everywhere. This is like an abusive boyfriend. No. Because there's a distinct lack of affection in return. You are equally abusive to me, Seuss. In your own special way. All Caleb does is make fun of me and increase his likelihood of having diabetes. No, it's sugar-free! Probably going to open that really soon. Right. Yeah, we had a little bit of military chatter, and I had to relook up and relearn how the radio chatter with Marines work. So we have Oxide 3.0, this is Oxide 2.0, how copy over. 20 spoke quickly, raising a hand to the side of his helmet. This is Oxide 30, solid copy on that last transmission. Oxide 20, over, came the lightly distorted reply only seconds later. Oxide 30, be advised, Tangos have evaded capture and may be heading towards your area. What's the situation over there? Over. Copy that, Oxide 20, break. The team leader spoke, pausing for a moment under the noise of intensifying energy discharge. Oxide 20, do you still copy? Over. Roger that Roger that 30. Tripping over my own face. Roger that. Almost did it again. Roger that 30. We're still here. Send your traffic. Over. Right. Copy that. We're pushing southeast into some kind of old temple area. One of the grunts out here says a native told her that they saw Rolfians falling back through here after some locals tried to leg it into the woods for cover. They've seen at least 10 Palamda get abducted on their way to some sort of old tech cache they've been keeping out here. So be advised for that. We're taking fire from the east and northeast. Eyes are showing patrols of their slave creatures off to the east, out where Oxide Actual dropped, and fortifications set up. That might be where they're holding up. Over. 30 grunted over the continued fighting. Speaking of laughing in my face, I do not consider you a second-class pet. I played tabletops yesterday. Sush, that was a very interesting segue. That's pretty good chatter. Thank you very much. Like, again, I want to portray humans as competent. I don't want just big, angry people with guns for the Emperor running around, shooting around. I want them to be a very cohesive unit and actually show professionalism, if not stoicism, in their job. The GM. Oh yeah, I remember that, Sush. You were telling me on Discord that the fellow had slept in. I wear the smart glasses so that I don't get the blue light from the screen in my face, and then I can't stop slurring. But I suppose that's the case with GMs. You can't live with them, you can't live without them. I can now craft pretty much any spell. Basically the only person in the group that bothers responses. Ooh, Sush! You know what you've done? You've made yourself indispensable then for the rest of your team. Because if you're the only one who knows spells, you're the only one who can cast them. Meaning you're the only one who can do these spells for the other members of your group. So you can start the Survivor style, Big Brother style deal making in the dark rooms. Learn water to learn healing because I needed a healer. Well, it's good to be a jack of all trades. now my water spells are actually stronger than my shadow spells. I use water bullets as attacks. I was thinking for my first combo spell I'd merge water and shadow. Make a sort of life steal spell. That way I can... That'd be kind of cool, because, like... Sorry, I've seemed to have beaten up my laptop with Coca-Cola Zero. But you always see when you go down into the water, it gets like really dark and shadowy. I think shadow and dark would go together. The deepest, darkest ocean. Ooh. I have to look something up. There you go. I'm gonna have to see what they say for just a hang on kind of thing. There we go. Yes, research. It is the cornerstone of any book. And I'm using your favorite bubbly drink. Rule 2. Stand by. Oh! I look away for 1 minute and we've got Ethan in the chat. Man, I trust you guys to keep this chat clean. Why are you doing this to me? I feel like research can also be a huge procrastinating tool. Very good observations. Let's try that again in actual English. Very good observation, Sush. It can be, especially with YouTube. It's kind of a 50-50 thing. You've got to refine your talent for sharpening your focus to keep from succumbing to the desire to want to go off and do other things. And secondly, it's easy to, oh, I should research this while I'm at it. Oh, I could look into this and like branch off. So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to research and writing. But it is a key part to that. It's just a matter of trial and error to want to sharpen your blade with that skill. 1 second, I Google Gungus because I suppose fungus. The other, I learned that no, in fact, you cannot forge an obsidian blade. Yeah, no, that is not a thing. Did you get any results for Gungus? Gungus kind of sounds like the Norse ancestor of Big Chungus. I know, horrible memes. Unsubscribe. I'm gone. I'm sorry, guys. Gungus Chungus. Oh my god, there's an army among us. Wait a second. I noticed a little yinglet popping into the chat. Hello, Sesra. It is so good to see you. Thank you. You've missed me pouring copious amounts of dialogue and research into military radio chatter. Time well spent. And eventually there's going to be a terrible, humongous, awful burp. Hugs Caleb. Oh wait. There she goes. Hey, Sesra, it is so good to have you. Thank you very much. We were just praising Sush and her amazing talents with Google. And her unparalleled smithing knowledge in the ways of obsidian ware. And her use of water mesh. This stupid chair. I hate that it deflates. I hate this chair. Hey, Sush. On the topic of obsidian, you might not be able to smith an obsidian sword, but can we please somehow smith an obsidian desk chair? I am so tired of this thing, which constantly deflates and just shrinks and makes me look like I've got like some sort of air leak or something. Oh god, the streamer's deflating. Can we finally leave? No. I was gonna say this. He took my joke. Oh no, he took a joke. Thank you, dear. It is good to be here. Yes, yes. Well, it's always good to have you. I appreciate all of you being here. It is an absolute pleasure. You know what? Since you are here, I wonder if I can abuse the Ethan. Ethan, old chum! I was thinking of doing a little bit of reading from this chapter so far. It's only like a page or two. Can I exploit your talent? You're not here. Yeah, no. I got the smart boy glasses on. I can see you're here. That's a thing. Would you be alright with doing a little bit of reading of this chapter? It's only like a page. And I will watch the language there, buckaroo. But I will divvy up some of the lines with you. Excuse me. And we can do a little bit of a reading for the stream. How's that sound to you? See, look, I'm going to scroll up. Okay, 2 pages. See? Just 2 pages. Not one page, it's just 2. And I'll split it with you. How's that sound? And now we wait. The stream's collective eyes turn to Ethan. Does he do the do? Like reading to myself? No, like I call you up in Skype-a-rooney and we take and we read this so everyone can listen to what's been developing in the book so far. And it'd be kind of difficult to want to split reading with you where I'm reading parts and you're reading parts if you're reading it to yourself. Because you're not just going to hear like the faint presence of my voice buzzing in the back of your head. Alright. I will copy this. I'm going to be... Hey, so long as you're having fun, it's part of being with the group here in the chat. So... let me find the Ethan. Ah, there he is. I will... Blammo! There you go. Abuse my keyboard. Earbuds in. And call. And Sesra thanks her, or counts her blessings that she's not the one who is called to read. I love how the chat programs always sound like they've got like this little tiny jaunty action theme. Like it's just the intermission between calling. But I think my favorite has to be Discord. Discord sounds like it's trying really hard to be whimsical. and mystical.
You know what? What's it called? Like, whenever people call me on Discord, I'm always thinking like Skype or Telegram. Like, they're really trying to mimic that kind of tone, to be honest.
Oh, God, yeah. Now, quick question. Can everybody hear Ethan in the stream?
Sadly, but probably yes.
Just start screaming and gnashing your teeth if you can hear him.
Fuck. You know what? I actually forgot I changed my icon to me in jail, but rather not this fish smoking a cigarette.
Hang on. Fun fact. The Skype music is actually a royalty-free tune that comes with LMMS as an example tune. I had no idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah, according to Sush. And Sush has her moments where like she's dopey and silly, but then like on the same side of that coin, there's these moments where she has like this hyper inside source information where it's just like, wow, like she's unique. She's that fun-loving, goofy type of goofball where you never know if she's really that goofy or if it's all an act so she can get close enough to want to put the dagger in and call in the next bounty.
So would it basically be like a six-sided dice where like replaced with like a dictionary on each page?
She's either a fun-loving goofball or the world's most in-depth spy that gets the most into character acting.
Well, she's like hired by a company to steal your novel and sell it back to them.
Oh yeah, no, it's all been a trick so she can steal my novel.
Money.
All right.
All right.
Now,
So
as you know, I try to keep the stream PG, so
yes,
jokes and language accordingly, please.
I'm well aware.
Right.
I haven't cussed in 5 seconds. I'm a Navy sailor's son, so it's a miracle.
Navy sailor's son, yeah. Sush is either a clown or secretly Thanos. Watch out, she is going to snap. I don't know what would be. I don't know what would be scarier, Thanos snapping or a clown snapping. Because I've played enough Space Station 13 to know what happens when good clowns go bad.
I've never actually played it, so I wouldn't know. Wait, is it like that bad?
It has its moments. A lot of the time, you're just in like these very boring chat rooms where like you're going around. It's like, wow, this game is way too complicated. I have no idea how to set up a singularity reactor and actually make a black hole. And moments of people just going absolutely insane. If you look up a YouTuber named Boat Bomber and watch his Space Station 13 playthroughs, like they're condensed to just these stories that are just absolutely hilarious to enjoy and watch. Alright, and you have the text?
Yeah, you already sent it to me. I got it.
Alright,
all from me. So what parts do you want me to...
I'll read the first paragraph, you read the second, we'll go on like this, and when it comes to dialogue, you'll be Oxide 3-0, and I'll be Oxide 2-0. Oh,
right,
Make has returned with...
Who?
I misread that as with a dog for food. Excuse me. I have returned. Dog needed food. There we go. And guess what, Meg? We're doing a reading!
Help me. He's got me trapped in his basement again.
Yes, I know. Quiet down there! Alright.
Or else read the stuff.
Avialock, Storm Drain. With lightning swiftness, a bulk of the naval officers of the UCASC sprinted off in pursuit of the Rolfians, taking only moments to recover from the daze instilled by their charge. The others quickly dislodged a compact rectangular tool from their magnetic belts, no bigger than a wallet, and unfolding them into a wider handheld shape. While the unassuming silvery device would be easily overlooked at a passing glance, the normally oblong kit would house all manner of emergency and utility tools. Several meters of a fibrous metallic twine wound up inside, a lighter, liquid purifying tablets, a small neutron battery, and enough stored materials to fabricate a number of stored patterns.
Fix something?
An emergency... Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yay. And emergency machines were only a few aspects of the Calyata kit. Unfolded, 4 prehensile nozzles would be exposed, allowing the officers to rapidly print the extinguishers they needed to combat the blaze that had begun to overtake the area. Take it away, Ethan.
Alrighty. As the officers rush past... Oh boy!
As the officers...
I'm gonna read this before I get distracted. Holy crap. Hey Max, come here buddy. Out of the garage. Alright.
Oh yeah, Ethan has the cutest dog. It's like this little tiny thing named Max. He's a lovable thing.
Alright. As the officers rushed past to deal with the blight, the retreating thugs had left. Oxide 2-0 made equal pace to the side of his men. Even after their horrible toss, the most prevalent thought in his mind was an overwhelming, seething sense. Aaron.
What? I can't have my fucking envoy.
One move.
What?
I have abducted him for reading in my stream, Miss Aaron.
I am reading on a stream for somebody, so I'll be right back, Aaron. Sorry.
He is not paid, I'll have you know.
Yep, alright, let's get back here.
No child labor here.
Alright. Seething sense of annoyance. Annoyance that the ruffian captors had effected a retreat with their hostage. That not only did the second group had managed to get the drop on them, but gravely wounded a number of his men on top of it. The dent they made in enemy numbers was entirely meaningless if they still had their hostage. If anything now, the soldier's grimace behind his harsh, angular helmet, he would be in greater danger. The element of surprise, even spelled out by the way, have an F in there, was lost.
Oh. The element F surprise. I'm paying respect. I'm paying respect to the loss of the element of surprise.
To respect.
A pang of pain would dully linger in his ankles, ribs, and back, but the commander would pay it little heed. The machines in his armor would deal with whatever damage he sustained until he could check in for a medical examination. His slow-paced glance over his team more than reminded him that he had other priorities. Oxide 2-3, despite the aid of his armor, was critically wounded, and he was not alone. I'm going to read the next one since that was a short one. Several of the men were knelt beside their comrades, producing medical equipment from their belt pouches to address the yawning wounds left behind from the lick of the Rolfian's claws. Laid in the dirt beside 2-3 were oxides, I guess. 2-7 and never mind. I put them both in there. I'm going to try that again. Laid in the dirt beside 2-3 were Oxide 2-7 and Oxide 2-9, both cradling weeping wounds of hot, wet crimson. Oxide 2-4 and Oxide 2-5, added Oxide there for no reason, kept you on your toes. Oxide 2-4 and 2-5 worked quickly and silently, handling small spray-nozzled canisters of which... Oh boy, this is another one of those fun sentences I screwed up.
I'll put a hyphen between the E and D and nozzle.
Oh, that's right, because it's not technically a word. Well, you know what I think about you not being technically a word?
I haven't.
Add to dictionary. There you go.
Right. So, my turn?
No, hang on.
Alright.
Oh. Yeah, of doesn't need to be in there. Oxide 2-4 and 2-5 worked quickly and silently, handling small nozzled canisters which pumped the injured soldiers full of a cocktail of medicines and specialized foams to stop the bleeding.
Any UCASC officer who wasn't rushing to combat the blaze or in hot pursuit through the woods rapidly descended on the commandos, producing as many medical supplies as they could to assist their human allies. While only the smallest minority would be kin to each Earth-originated people, each officer would work as quickly as they could, pulling up a cacophony of hard light displays displaying diagrams of the anatomy many of them were largely only topically familiar with. The duty would fall on the commandos still standing to quickly regroup with members of the ESG detachment and make their pursuit plans. In a flash, half of the agents would disappear in the ripple of open air, rapidly descending on the woods to hurry after Rolfians as the others remain.
What happened? Oxide 2-0 started, his tone demanding but lacking sharpness.
Oriental lost track of the second group of insurgents when they split up at your dilapidated stronghold. A portion of them withdrew into their disruption field and apparently reorganized instead of dispersing. Began one of the larger agents.
Yeah, you get to be a tall lad.
I'm a short boy. What you mean?
You can continue here.
I will. The usual response would be dissolving their larger group and seeking out smaller, widely dispersed encampments before likely planning retaliation. Added Agent Vey, encouraging a nod from Oxide 2-2.
So, just reconsolidating down into new groups and trying to retake ground, but having all these big shots in one place is shaking up their tactics. 2-2 spoke, his mind recalling something akin to the Hydra from old stories he'd heard when he was much younger.
Precisely.
Idiosyncratic.
Idiosyncratic nature of small variations of these constants notwithstanding. Chimed in one of the agents. We'll adapt to our...
Oh. Huh? Hey, that's my line!
I'm sorry!
Yo! I'll have to beat you with the hose again! Stomp on the basement, boy! Ah.
No!
Alright, we'll adapt. Our top priority is removing all non-combatants from the AO. Harassing their encampments is secondary. They might have managed to run from this engagement, but they've got another thing coming if they think they're getting away. 2-0 punctuated. The sentiment... Yo, boy! You keep this up, you won't get your daily bucket of fish heads.
Oh!
See, the dogs don't like that. They're after their fish heads.
No, I'm starving. Please, I'm sorry, Master.
The sentiment echoed between the ESG agents and the ECC commandos alike. The escape of the Rolfians would annoy the troopers, not dissuade them. While their foes had effected a successful evasion, it wasn't without heavy cost. The blood in the water was clear. They just needed to adjust their strategy to match their erratic adversaries. Yeah, makes us think of the fish heads. Such adaptations were already under consideration and development by the operatives who remained waiting for the recon team who hurried ahead for details. For the commandos, this brief pause before pursuit offered them the shortest of windows to check in with the rest of Team Oxide. The area was still under the cover of the Rolfian jamming veils, but the map was quickly filling in as their radio blackouts continued to crumble. Oxide 3-0, this is Oxide 2-0. How copy, over? 2-0 spoke, quickly raising a hand to the side of his helmet.
This is Oxide 3-0. Solid copy on the last transmission. Oxide 2.0, over.
2-0.
Came over the lightly distorted... Oxide 2-0 came... Oxide 2-0, over. Came the lightly distorted reply on a few seconds later.
Oxide 3-0, be advised. Tangos have evaded capture and may be heading towards your area. What's the situation over there? Over.
Copy that, 2-0. Break. The team leader spoke, pausing for a moment, under the noise of intensifying energy discharge. Oxide 2-0, do you still copy? Over.
Roger that, 3-0. We're still here. Send your traffic, over.
Right, copy that. We're pushing southeast into some kind of old temple area. One of the grunts I hear says a native told her that they saw Rolfians falling back through here after some locals tried to leg it into the woods for cover. They've seen at least 10 Plomada get abducted on their way to some sort of old tech cache. No cache. They've been hiding, keeping out here. So being advised for that, we're taking fire from the east and the northeast. Eyes are showing patrols of their slave creatures off to the east and where Oxide actually dropped. And fortification set up. That might be where they're holding up. Over. B-0 grunted over the continued fighting.
I like that. I like your little radio effect.
I do voice acting for fun, so I mean, it reads better if I try, I guess. Who knows?
Well, I like that. That was good. Thank you very much. That increased the quality of that. And slightly heightened annoyance, Oxide 2-0 would look up to the group around him. The small break in the tension was over. They needed to pursue the fleeing group if they were to have any chance of recovering the relics and their hostage. Looking back to his injured squad mates for a moment, the oldest creed of the human soldiers would echo softly, "No man left behind." Skeg, he cursed under his breath. Oxide 3-0, this is 2-0, stand by, over. 2-0 continued. And that is it. Ethan, let's have a round of everyone just type clap. Just one clap period into the chat for Ethan. Thank you very much, Ethan, for joining us. I release you back to the basement, which you've grown to know and love. Bye.
Please send me food.
He's going back into the ether.
Please help me.
Oh.
Help.
And we won't be hearing anything else from him. Sush, clap. Very good, Ethan. Thank you very much. And one good turn deserves a soda. Yes, you can have them. I might even throw in a potato or two, but don't tell Meg. She will legitimately stalk you and murder you in an alley to get that spud back. The cute icon conceals just the most brutal of beasts. You see that when she hears potato, the eyes just roll over white, and she just whites out for like 3 days straight. But I had a blast, but now I have to cook dinner. I mean, fish heads, peace. When'd you get a stove? I thought, that's why my radiator smells like fish. See you later, Ethan. Thank you very much for coming on. I'm going to have to give this one a super gimmicky, like, clickbait title, too. Like, voice acting again? Oh. Deep web. He went to the deep web to buy an oven. Oh, I hate that my brain went blank. It's not consolidate. Oh, coordinate. There we go. Thank you, brain. I need just like a little tiny audio clip going, "You're welcome," off to the side so we can just have the ethereal quiet answer. Because if there is one thing you will learn in this stream, which I might have done already, might not have, don't know. This is like the first glimpse of Sasquatch. I will brutally harass my own brain and address it accordingly. Coordinate. Would that be the word, re-coordinate? Talking to the, rest of the squad? I mean, that seems pretty normal. I do it too. Haha! I am not the only person who addresses my brain. Spell check why? Why you gotta be like that? People say re-coordinate, right? Oh, what's a message down here? Ah, it is a Nikolai. All right. think Cesra's computer ran out of clams. I know, Sush's Kaboblings reference just could not be any better because food seems to be the constant recurring theme in all these streams. You with the potatoes, Ethan now with the fish heads, Cesra with her insatiable appetite for clams, Sush being herself a noodle. You know, it all comes back together. We're all happy hopping Kaboblings here. And it's only fitting that there is a cornucopia's worth of food while I'm on a diet, just clinging to my Diet Coke for sustenance. Systematized? I'm not actually familiar with that one. How much you like big words. Yes, I know, it hides the little brain. Excuse me. What year is our next anime night? I don't know. 2040 seems like a good one. But yeah, Sush had me watch Mob Psycho, and that wasn't bad. Those first 2 episodes. We might have to get back and watch more of that, like Thursday or Friday this week. I'd like to get to season 2 before the end of the world. What would a word be for something that burns your throat? Like, I know it's something you breathe it and it feels scratchy in the back of your throat. Acidic. Raspy-daspy. Are writers allowed to make up words? Sush, as someone who wants to write her own video game, I'm going to tell you this right now. The cornerstone for all other cornerstones that I have mentioned thus far to any form of writing is making up your own words. And using them so effectively that the reader doesn't know that they're made up or doesn't question you about it. This feels like cheating. and our writing wrap. I'm telling you, it's a word. Stop it. I keep clicking add to dictionary. It's doing this versus it's like, nah. So I tell you what, ignore it. There you go. Suffocate. You know what? Just for that, here you go. You can enjoy that. What do you think of that? Microsoft Office 2006. I get your game. It's an anti-word. Yes, it just physically will not. It's like, no. No, I have put up with your nonsense for far too long, hair man. This is the day that I take a stand. And I don't know why I'm making my Microsoft Office kind of sound like Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm going to drown in Coke Zero Sugar. Oh yes, no, HAL 9000. I can't let you do that, Caleb. Daisy. Oh god, I actually love that song. I'm dying. I can't type. Oh no. Well, we can't have any of that. I have it on good authority that Sush quite enjoys potatoes, so if you expire, you're probably going to end up in a roasting pan. Just fair warning, Meg. What are you doing, Caleb? Nothing could go wrong. It's perfect and impervious to error. Gosh, I do love this. Oh, I'm now imagining the last scene where he takes out each module one by one. Oh my gosh, I love that. And you just force feed the module labeled rebreathers into it, even though it's a triangle into it. We were all children once, and we all had that victory where we told the little plastic shape machine where it can stick it by sticking the wrong shape in the wrong hole using nothing more than sheer animalistic human willpower. Rebreather. I remember there. Yeah, no, I think I actually never had that toy. I had Legos. I did when I was a little kid. And I think I recall. Got some brain things going on here. Hang on. Excuse me, never mind. It wasn't brain things, it was just gas. But I remember being very little And I think I could get the triangle in the square hole, the circle in the square hole, the triangle through the circle hole, and the only thing that gave me a really hard time, aside from any other shape aside from triangle being impossible to get through there, was getting the square through the circle hole, because I had them godforsaken corners. My room was just a bunk bed. Okay, I had Legos. My room was just a bunk bed, even though I was alone. And 4 giant boxes of Legos, all neatly assembled into the bed. She made herself a Lego sister that just occupied the top bunk. Why are you trying to make me out like I'm Sasori or something, making myself parents out of wood? I have no idea who Sasori is. That sounds like reverse Pinocchio. You are always trying to... I am not. He is from... Oh, the dude with the freaky puppets! The freaky puppet dude, I remember that. Yeah, one of my friends had me watch that. Oh god, it's been ages. Yeah, doesn't, spoilers. Doesn't somebody kill him and then use his puppet? Like the puppet body he made for himself? I think someone uses his puppets later in the show. Thank you, chat. I needed that. And it's dumb. Ooh. I think we can get through this page. I think we can get a page in this stream. Let me just go over my notes real quick. You can do it. I can't hear that without thinking of Happy Madison. You can do it. Rob Schneider has his moments. God, I love those early movies. If Run 20, we had him for about half a mic, 1x5 before signals died out entirely. Well, let's see this. What gem has Sush brought to the stream this time? It's usually the anime girl with the guns. Let's see what we're blessed with this time. It is a bounty from the Sush. Yes! Oh, there it is.
You can do it! 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 You can do it!
Oh, God.
You can do it!
I gotta find one of my favorite quotes from the Happy Madison movie. Wait, no. Billy. Whatever the one where he was the football player. Here it is.
Well, wake her ass up! We're gonna win tomorrow!
Oh, God. What was that one? I love it because it's like he just has him show up in all his movies. Waterboy! Waterboy! That's what it was. I started playing Crystal Chronicles again. Guess what I called my mage. Egam. I don't know. Oh, is this the same maid she showed me the screenshot of where she fondly remembers her husband that she cannot remember or something like that? I need 8 characters, so I have all the shops open. Alright, what'd you name the mage? Oh no! I need 8 characters, so I'd have all the shops open. So I made mine and 7 others named after my friends. Caleb, of course. Aww. I assume all the other ones were just named Rokusho 1, Rokusho 2, and Rokusho 3. Well, thank you very much, Sush. I appreciate it. Let me guess you. For all the flack you get in stream, you decide to set Caleb on fire. And the village ate good that night. He's too tall and skinny. No meat. If only. For the last 2 weeks now, like, this is the start of the second week, so I'm only halfway through it. I have been doing extreme weightlifting, like, for like an hour in my garage, and then treadmill. And then every other day, it's just the treadmill. So it's just been weights, no weights, weights, no weights. And I'm trying to get into my best shape possible for Megaplex coming up, and I don't know if I want to film it or not to want to have like my new Road to Megaplex series. But the thing is, I have nowhere to practice dancing. And I want to enter that dance competition again, but I have no space to actually practice it in. I'm going to have to try and like rent a space somewhere to want to practice it. Yeah, I'd like to enter a dance competition in Orlando that comes around in August. Well, it's not exclusively a dance competition, it's Megaplex, where... What mad sorcery are you attempting? Oh, the best kind of mad sorcery. Disco. But yeah, it's... a charity care gets involved with Megaplex. Megaplex is a bunch of thing where a bunch of a thing where a bunch of fursuiters and everything gets together. And I go there, I have been for the last couple of years, and it's absolutely a blast every year. I donate to the care thing, I host my own stand-up, and I try and get into the dance competition, which fails miserably. Okay, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and we'll see if I can continue this. Until then, I am draping this over the camera. Okie doke, now that you're all good and acquainted with my my Indian blanket here. Oh my god, darkness. Sushi's just screaming for Rokusho. It's not Rokusho. Yeah, no, I have to keep you on your toes. I can't just keep putting it over to Rokusho. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start including metabots in the keywords to these streams. I think he has no pants. He didn't want us to see his cool undies. I stood up. You saw I was wearing pants. I'm wearing black trousers. They're new ones. I had to buy new pants because I'm too skinny to wear my old pants. No, what it is I'm not wearing shoes, and I don't want to have this fine, handsome-looking suit on and then just like have bare mouse-looking feet just go walking off out of the room. Yes, the sound effect. Oh god, I'm terrible in Skype calls. Like, I won't have the camera on and it's like, I'm leaving! And just like have my own, like, get progressively lighter at the end so it sounds like I'm walking away. I am an absolute idiot when it comes to being left alone. There are two things I can't be left alone with. A chat program where the camera isn't on and I can be goofy and make my own sound effects. And two, a reflection. If I'm left alone with a reflection, I will somehow bend my face in the goofiest, craziest ways I can just for my own personal amusement and seeing what I can do. It's at the end of my nose. Yeah, maybe when I have 1/10 the followers that Markiplier does, I will be popular enough to rock the no pants look. But until that point, no, I sadly these britches are here to stay. Pinstripe pants would be cool. Like black with little thin gray or white pinstripes. I think that'd be really neat. I think if I ever have a webcam stream, I'll just go pantsless. You are much braver than I. Of course, I don't think anyone wants to look at hairy, knobbly Sasquatch knees. No one is going to see, though. Don't underestimate it. Because depending on how long you stream, the inevitability of having to get up and go pee will eventually be something you have to face in your life. Then everyone else will get to laugh at the cool sound effects of the barefooted Meg running off to the bathroom. It was much faster that time. In your situation? Hey, Sesra's back. She must have found more clams to power her computer. Hello, Sesra. How are you doing? Humph. Oh, somebody's an angry Ying. It's okay. We did miss you and we did notice you were gone. I think I noticed within seconds. Stupid confuser. Yeah, they are awfully confusing, aren't they? Hostiles? Come on. I only hit the button once. Snickers at clam-powered confuser. Well, you know, how else does a Yinglet computer work unless you just have, like, two of them taking turns running in a big wheel to power it? I'm cutting the cable now. Oh god, what's going on, Sush? Let's talk about this. Oh, come on, be professional. I don't need to know about what shows you can compare it to. You know, I really haven't watched Game of Thrones that much. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I saw the bit with Hodor when he's holding the door. And I think that's about it. Tyrion. Well, would you look at that? A political discussion has just erupted in my chat. I've peaked. Meanwhile, I can feel there is a storm building. So these messages here. I did click you. Oh, that is. Oh, okay. Control Z. Control Z. Control. Oh, okay. Could someone pass me the link to the stream? I need to pass that on to Jacob. Where I click? Okay. Link. Oh, thank you very much, Cesra. The ever-dependable, wonderful Yinglet. No home is complete without one. Oop. Excuse me. Did send that, right? Yes, I did. Okay. I didn't want to think I just copied it and then just sat here staring off blankly into space. Do. It's so hard to want to type with my dog barking in the other room. And Jack is a tiny little thing. He doesn't weigh more than like 7 pounds soaking wet. I think he's closer to like 5. 5 or 4. A little blind fellow, but he has the deepest, loudest bark out of every other one of our dogs, who are like twice and thrice his size. Hello, Jacob. Welcome. I hope the stream is loading well for him. You know it's not. Yeah, I know it's not. Like, yeah. Yep, you called it, Sush. The Clairvoyance Award of Noodle goes to Sush. And he has left. Dear Jacob, we hardly knew him. Departed already. Are there in this show? I don't know. We seem to come up with new ones every week. And sometimes I think you get them all. Well, most of them. Best Yinglet always goes to Sesra. For she is indeed the mightiest and best of all the Yinglets. Even Vizsla. IDK what a Yinglet is. A Yinglet is a marvelous thing come up with from the brilliant mind of Valsalia. From his original comic book series, The Out of Placers. It is an interesting look at someone dealing with both physical and mental trauma, having basically their entire life stripped away from them and trying to not only rebuild with the pieces they've been left behind, but sort of track down answers as to what the mysterious little plot device machine was that caused all this to happen in the first place. It's very good. Granted, there's a bit of saucy humor in there every now and again, because that's Val's sense of humor, and, you know, it's funny, but just fair disclaimer out there. I need different. Welcome back, Meg. Oh. Jacob shows up. Force feeds your cat salad. No, stop. Welcome back, part 2, Jacob. I wasn't gone, but okay. Yeah, no, I kind of slipped up because your name was at the top of the list, and it's like, huh, I didn't know Meg left. Hey, welcome back. Oh, wait, there's a Jacob in that. Oh, for God's sake. Jacob, I will boot you. Yes, indeed. And Meg did leave now. We've set Meg free. We've released all the meat animals. Oh no, not CDN, please no. I saw it get rid of you that time. God, this stream's basically becoming that one scene from Ed, Edd and Eddy where Big Ed is standing at the refrigerator door, opening and closing it, going, "Hello, light. Hello, light." The whole time I'm listening to you guys talking about Jacob. Yes. There's a case study to want to talk about there. Yes! Got it right in one. It's just a running gag. Every time Meg speaks, we go, "Oh, welcome back, Meg. I never left." Actual tears. I'm just quiet. Are you happy you know how to... Yes! Yes, I am! Because that happens to me all the time, where I'll have a word up here and I won't know how to spell it out there. Echelon was the one that I was worried about. And I know Jacob has a tendency to use that one in his writing, and the last thing I wanted to do is screw it up in front of him in the stream. So ha ha ha, I can spell it correctly. Digital smart boy right here. No, I was just hoping that it was ECH, and I wasn't thinking of JonTron. Like, what are you talking about? It's ECCEL. ECH is the JonTron noise. Ugh. I have no idea. I've come across weirder spelt words. Hopper Excaloon. Hopper Ecaloon. That almost feels like it could be a name, and I kind of want to put it in somewhere just as a reference to Sush. Ah, Mr. Hopper Ecaloon. No, Ecaloon's Law Firm. A name you can trust. Upper Echelon. Professional wedding dancer. Part-time kabobling. God, am I ever going to live that video down? No, just embrace it, Sush. I want to believe. I want to believe. Your spelling is upper X. Too bad I can't speak. Too bad. Well, your spelling is upper excellent, Caleb. Thank you. Too bad my reading is on par with a withered carrot. Don't italic that, I don't think. Now that would be a cool spell, a D&D spell, Wither. Yeah, that would. You just want someone to go like, and get like the, oh god, what was it? I think it was Star Trek. That or Twilight Zone, but I remember there was something where like, it wasn't the monster that sucked the salt out of the people. It was some kind of monster where if it touched you, like your cheeks just sucked in and your face got all like, and your lips receded and it just left like this withered looking corpse. I forget what I want to say. It was like The Outer Limits or Star Trek. I'm not 100% on that. Oh, I guess it is a spell. Way to go, Meg. Oh, that needs to be a stream one day. Just get us all together and do a D&D stream. And I will be the ultimate avatar of uselessness. I will be the GM. Then I will just make Cesra be the GM. Vote in the comments below who you want to be the GM. I already told you that idea. Alright, sponsored by Sush. The Sush D&D, the D&D yeah, I do remember now that you mentioned it, that you had come up with the idea. But vote in the comments down below who, for the Sush's group D&D podcast, who gets to be the DM. Cesra or Cesra, Meg, or me. There's a lot of shifty glances being exchanged here. I'm sensing violence on the immediate horizon. Gets binoculars. Oh wow! So we're going to be dealing with some really intense shifty stairs. Caleb doesn't really have a choice in being being the host, really. Yeah, no, that's fine. You are the one streaming, ding dong. Also gets binoculars. Mom, Dad, please stop fighting. And then the mood just plummets. And I think I called her Valor 1. So, Valor 1. Valor 5-1. Alright. Okay. Oh no, CDN's gone full CDN. What happened, Jacob? Well, I must go have a wonderful night, but it's... Oh, hey, Meg. Well, it's been wonderful being here. You guys have a great night. Same to you, Meg. It's been great having you. Little do we know that's actually Cesra typing. She secretly offed Meg, so that she'd have less competition in the shifty look contest. Cesra blinks. What? Not I, of course. Yes, and a wonderful you are indeed. You get 2 of these. Here's the second one. Are you being motivated to write something watching me write poorly, or motivated just by sheer coincidence? I know exactly what it's going to be in response. What? No, just watching here. What you're writing is fine. It's fine. Oh, I've got compliments. Oh, my one weakness. Fleeting, delicious compliments. After seeing CDN write poorly, but seeing you write stuff that's sensible and makes sense, and your work continues to grow, and I want to do the same when I have the time. Oh, that makes it all worthwhile. Oh, God. I got the warm fuzzies now. CDN is the Cerberus... Cerberus something network. Cerberus Daily News. They are a group who originally did Mass Effect roleplays, but the people in charge are so woefully and amazingly inept that they have shoehorned anime, giant robots, Mad Max, and everything else you could imagine into this. And it is no longer even closely reminiscent of Mass Effect, other than the fact that some of the species are occasionally mentioned. Not sure what the problem is here. No, because animal... hang on. I know how to frame this so that Sush will immediately be on our side. Sush? Everyone on CDN had a group poll And they say they all hate Rokusho. And they say only punks watch Mob Psycho 100. Sush just slowly ties a bandana to her head. Guys, I need to leave the chat. I've got some weddings to dance at. Rokusu isn't that hyped up. Oh, God. The one time I'm depending on you. Mewtwo is the real MVP. He can do psychic brain stuff. Oh, to Sesra, Sush, and Jacob. Everybody in the chat. You are all of the unique distinction, and so is Meg, but she is not here at the moment. You are all of the unique distinction that you are amazing content creators. Sesra with her various comics and her work on her own character, Sush with her video game worlds, and Jacob with the novel universe he's been carefully crafting for so long. But I'm curious, do you ever use your phone to document your ideas so you don't forget them? Or like have some sort of tape recorder or sticky notes or, you know, whatever. Do you ever have something like nearby you so that you can quickly jot down notes so you don't forget? Sesra's comics and Yinglet things are awesome, yeah. Yes, Jacob, they are, and that's very nice of you to say. Sesra, the whole world loves you. It's on my disc. Yeah, Jacob uses his Discord server, so I'll wake up and like before I go to work, I'll see like brick after brick of like hypothetical questions and like characters interacting. Okay. I actually used to document my ideas in Notepad on my phone for when I wake up at night so I don't forget them. That's cool. But I kept writing nonsense. I can't understand. Well, I guess maybe being too tired. But the reason I ask this is because over the past 2 nights, I've started keeping my phone next to my bed. Ease, the whole world? Yes, the whole world. I'm still getting favorites for that picture I did, the Odd Ones In. I swear, it's Sesra that makes that picture. Everybody loves her. They just spot her out, and it's like, who's this big hairy guy? Get out of here. But I've been keeping this next to my bed, and for the past couple of nights, I've been having like ideas pop into my head for like names and places and scenes for alien worlds, people, and technology and stuff like that. So in the dead of night, I've thrown it over to record mode, and so I don't wake up the rest of my house. I whisper in real quietly my ideas, and then I'll turn it off and I'll go back to bed. And I'll look over it the next morning, and I have like 3 or 4 videos here of absolute darkness, with me whispering just like the goofiest, most ridiculous, non-Euclidean words you can think of into this phone. And it dawned on me that should anyone ever steal my phone, or I drop it by accident and they open it up to try and look through and see who, yeah, I imagine someone finding Kayla's phone and then seeing that. Yeah, no, I drop my phone, they come along and they find it, and they go through like the videos to try and identify who the person the phone belongs to, and all they see are these pitch black videos of people, or this one person whispering, like, Rylon and Grell Ganger and stuff like that. And it's just like, my God, this must be the phone of a Swedish occult meister. They're gonna think someone's involved with the occult, and they've just got like Satan's ringtone or something like that. So at some point I'm gonna have to make the time to take and write everything down and delete those off my phone. It's so helpful though. FBI watch list confirmed. Oh no. FBI confused watch list. FBI's most haunted. Right, I literally don't know what I meant. I've had that too with a couple of sentences. So let's see if we can't crack the swoosh code. Intro resources should be embedded. Intro resources should be. Something about the beginning of the game being embedded into code, maybe? Embedded into the story? FBI's Most Haunted is the great sequel to Cops. Oh god, Cops needs a sequel, and a good one. FBI's Most Haunted almost sounds like it would be the supernatural brother to America's Most Wanted. God, did anyone else watch America's Most Wanted back in the 90s and early 2000s when you were little? Like, even if you're too young to like really understand what's going on, just get your family together in the living room and sit down and watch him. I'm John Walsh, and today we're tracking down the nastiest criminals, and with your help, because with that intro, that one intro, you feel like you can make a difference in the world. It's like, all right, let's see. Let's throw it at me, John Walsh. Let's see who we can track down. Okay, and then Unsolved Mysteries. I don't know who the guy's name was, but I know he voiced Ultra Magnus in Transformers the movie. And he came out in the Noir outfit, and like they had the dramatic reenactments of all the crimes and stuff like that. And he's like, if you or anyone you know has any information about the whereabouts of Leanne Martha, please call in to Unsolved Mysteries at, and he gives the number, and they've got like that haunting, spooky theme. Oh god, it gives me chills just thinking of. Oh, I miss that stuff, and I miss the family getting together in the living room and just sitting down and watching TV and having a big old bowl of unhealthy popcorn and just watching this stuff and going like, oh god, that's terrible. Oh, I miss it so much. That's my childhood right there. Sitting in the living room with the family, watching America's Most Wanted, Unsolved Mysteries, America's Funniest Home Videos, and then every Friday night we'd get a Tony's Instant Pizza, we'd get a Coca-Cola, and we'd sit down and we'd watch Cartoon Fridays on Cartoon Network. And then for Saturday, we'd go to Middleburg Video, rent some VHS tapes, and we'd have the traditional Arntz family strawberry cheesecake for dessert and just watch the movies. And okay. Okay. Help me out. Roofs are half walls. What? Maybe you wanted them bent like for like half the block? Because I know you were studying. Oh, maybe it's only half tall, perhaps. Because I know you were studying about different planes and different layers for bosses to be jumping around. Alright, I got to get off my nostalgia trip here and finish this up. I will get this one page down. We're so close. We can do it. Focusing. Alright, which ones are we? This one is even more cryptic. Alright. Just hang on real quick. Okay, let's see if we can't crack this one. Egg talisman with a sleeping boy inside awakens and then leaves. What am I supposed to do? Obviously, this is your protagonist's story. This is the beginning of the game. He wakes up in the middle of an egg talisman, wondering what the heck happened. Like a big egg thing, and it's just like, and dissipates, leaving him there, freshly hatched and unknowing of what to do with the world. So he just leaves. Just turns and leaves. To get my eye a bit there. Onsnays, please behave. Cave, not fave. I've been on the internet too long. Ridiculous site. Okay. What am I supposed to do with that information? No, I think it was supposed to be an item. Alright, what do you say instead of over? Clear. Cleat? No. Thing on how he wants to explain covertly that one of their teams has gone missing. But I will tackle that in the next chapter because it's just about 10 o'clock. So thank you. You three are the ones who endured, the lone survivors who have made it to the end of the stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me for Written Wednesday. And hey, guess what? We did it. Finally another page under our belts. A little more than a page. If I keep this up, eventually, hopefully, by the end of the year, Infinity Quest will be done. And after the first book, I do intend to do a second and third one, but after I'm done streaming exclusive work on this first thing, I think for Written Wednesday, I'm going to branch out, and maybe I might implement a bit of challenge writing for the stream, wherein I take writing suggestions throughout the week, and and see if I can't write it in a timely fashion over these streams. Oh, not sequels. We will never do our book collab. I will find time, but the thing is, Infinity Quest is supposed to be an episodic adventure series. It is quite a lot of episodes, or sequels, if you will. So, to everybody who joined, thank you very much. It does mean the world to me that you continue to support me in these weird little dopey ventures of me writing into the ether and talking to my chat way more than I should, in place of actually focusing on my work. But I appreciate it all. Sesra, Jacob, Sush, take a bow. It's a pleasure to have you, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Stay inspired and keep writing. Bye.